Welcome to the Triumph series. This series will follow along my goals as an athlete, as a coach, and more importantly, as a dad and as a partner. Throughout the series, I'll discuss how I'm balancing my lifestyle and how I'm staying focused on making constant improvement and always bettering myself. If I can show how I'm making progress every week towards these goals, then it'll be a triumph.
You say this is our cure. You want hardcore. I'm on the floor. It's so good, we have it all. Just remember, baby, we will rise and fall.
Just before we get into the HYROX series, I wanted to do a breakdown of how the Great North Run went. It was a really, really good event. I've got convinced a lot of people to sign up for next year just because how fun it was. My predicted time that I wanted to get was 1 hour 50. I ended up getting a 1:42, so that was a lot faster than I'd expected. I thought I'd went off too fast, and then when I realized my pace stayed the same for most of it, I had a feeling I was going to be on for a good time. I got cramp in the last 3K, otherwise I probably would have got under 140, which would have been pretty cool, but I'm really happy that I beat my time anyway. And then, importantly on the Great North Run as well, my client that was training for the Great North Run PB'd and got a better time than he thought he would have gotten when we first started training for it. So everyone did amazing. It was all like a really fun day and a good event. Now the Great North Run's out the way, it is into a HYROX prep. The half marathon prep was really fun and I got better at running quite drastically off just focusing on that one thing. So now it's trying to mold it all together and become a hybrid rock star again. It's quite cheesy, that, isn't it? I listened to a podcast with the person that works, I know this isn't probably even going to make it in the video, might be an outtake. I listened to a podcast where the guy that created HYROX was in it. And he was like, where'd the hybrid rock star thing come from? The guy asking questions. And he was like, yeah, that wasn't us. Someone just said it once. And everyone's like, huh, that's what it stands for. I was like, oh, okay. Anyways, now we're in a HYROX prep. So it's Saturday today, HYROX prep officially starts Monday. We will have 7 weeks to get into HYROX shape. The HYROX is Birmingham solo on the 25th of October. That'll be a solo attempt of hopefully an under 1 hour 15 time. As a double, the fastest I've went so far at an actual HYROX is a 1 hour 14. So I would very much like to beat that time, but as a solo, just to show that very obvious improvement in what I can do now as in a HYROX and in that style of competition. Going into the series, my main goals, because I don't want to and I can't train like a professional HYROX athlete, so there is some things that I would very much like to be able to achieve throughout. So throughout the prep from Monday, I would very much like to have no takeaways until the actual event itself. Not sure how I'm going to work out with family, birthdays and meals out. I'll figure that out. I might just eat within calories for them, meals out. But in terms of being in the house, when I'm working a lot, KFC when I'm out and about, or a random Nando's or a Five Guys, are things that I go to more frequently than I should be going to. I know I'm allowed the calories and I don't put weight on eating a lot of calories with the amount of exercise, but I'm going to try and eat better up until then and see what the difference is in my energy and all my performance. Goal number 2, I want to run more than 40k a week still, even after the half marathon. I will be planning my runs on the weekend for the next week, and if for whatever reason during the daytime I can't do that run because I've been busy with something else or something else took up my time, I'm going to force myself to do that run in the evening when there is time. So if I finish work at 9 o'clock at night and I have to run 10k, I will run 10k at 9 o'clock at night if it means I've hit that target for the day. And goal number 3 is to do at least 3 half-hour sessions on stretching and mobility a week. So try and reduce the risk of injury and feel better when I'm moving around and not as stiff during the exercises. So yeah, HYROX, under 115 hopefully as a solo, and those are my 3 big targets that I'm going to try and hit during this series. So we'll give it a good go. So I'm doing a bench press, 1 rep max. Before the Great North Run, I benched up until 3 weeks away And even then I was lifting less. So my plan is to come back in, test where my strength is. Test where my strength is in terms of all around strength. So there's a lot of functional movements in HYROX where you have to be stronger. So I just want to see how much strength I've lost or gained. I don't know, probably not. I've been running all the time. We'll see, we'll see. I used to be able to bench 110 for one comfortably. So I could like get 115 and it would be fine. But like 110 was always like the go-to weight for a single. I've got spotter arms. It just looks scary because when I spot myself, I like press, it fails. And then the only way to catch the bar is to put it over where my neck is. So it goes on the bars. It doesn't look good, but it is fine. As long as these don't fail, then I'm all right. Like, the good news is I'd be able to do 110. I don't want to do 110 because my shoulder's sore, but I could do it. Each week, I'll be taking a moment for something that I want to call my checkpoint. This is where I'll take a second, I'll stop, I'll look back at life, at my training and how everything's going in general. Trying to make myself aware that not everything has to be perfect. Like, I'm a real person and things are going to have challenges and struggles, and this will just be my way of articulating that. We'll use this time to go through any wins, any losses, anything that is part of the journey. Because the journey isn't just about the race, it's about everything that is along the way. So this is my first checkpoint. So for my first checkpoint, this week after the Great North Run, right before the start of prep, has been really tough. I've had injuries all around my legs, my shoulder. I'm being able to train properly. I'm being able to run as much as I normally do. And then around in the house, and just generally, I look tired and I look lethargic because I've been so focused on recovery. So going into the next week, the goal is to become myself again and have my energy as normal and everything go back to how it is. My legs are starting to feel more fresh. My energy levels are coming back up. I'm monitoring my caffeine intake now, rather than having 5 Red Bulls a day like I was on Monday and Tuesday. Don't do that. So yeah, I think this week I've not been the best I could have been due to just general fatigue and tiredness taking over. Luckily, in this checkpoint, can I say this? My partner is amazing and she cares about me. It's crazy. So she's done everything to help me out and look after me and make sure I'm okay and I'm not struggling too much with the workload this week, because there's been a lot of work that people don't see a PT do. All the planning, macro cycles, micro cycles, all the little small goals everyone has is always different. Never get 2 people that want the same thing. Everyone always wants to say different things. Something went straight in my eye. So where my mind's currently at, I'm excited for HYROX. I'm excited to feel like myself again and be energetic around the house and doing things that I normally do. And I'll see you in the next checkpoint. So that's what this series will be about. We'll be following the journey of trying to be consistent, learning about the ups and downs along the way, trying to become the best person, dad that I can be. Some weeks will go smoothly and some weeks might not, but trying to show up and improve is the main thing that matters. So to finish this video, thank you for watching. And if I can make it to next week without a McDonald's, that'll be a triumph.
You say this is our cure. You want hardcore on the floor.
It's 1 rep from now upwards. So you don't get in the perfect position. I'm like, I didn't need expensive microphones lying around you.
Just remember,
Never do that.
baby, we will rise and fall.